G'day, Damned back here again to continue this series. We are getting close now. So look, I want to now, look, I cleaned up all of these fields and it took me less than 10 minutes. So I nuked all the current role information, copied and pasted the new script, and then edited just the text description here for each of them. Put that in. It honestly took me about 5 or 6 minutes. So the video was still processing, so I've gone and done the code for these ones as well. So let's go and have a look at that. All right. So these ones, what I actually want to do is these are string fields, so you can put whatever text in there you want. I want to get that information. So when you double click the field here, slight difference. What it does here is it collects the name or the value of that role field. So that one's called items iconic. The next one is called items 1 and items 2, items 3, items 4, etc. So basically it just gets that value and stores it in the string that we append to it. That's it. So basically when we use the attribute, it overwrites whatever is in the pool. When we use a condition, it appends and sums. When we use a skill, it appends and sums. And when we use an item, it appends and sums. Now, there's another one we need to do, and that's pride. So when you use your pride skill, you automatically get at least one success. Now, you can apparently use pride after your roll. I believe you can only use it once during the game. So we need to both have a way to add an automatic success. Alright, so let's just add a checkbox in here. We don't even need the checkbox in here. We need a tick box in here for when you use your pride, and I think we need a some sort of button to add the success. So let's see what we can do here. I think if we shorten this just a little bit longer, actually we don't need to. I'm going to put the button here, the pride button here, so we're just going to use a checkbox. I'm going to stick it over here right next to pride, and we'll call it pride checkbox or pride used. Alright, and we also want, we need to set it. So there's default is checked no. We need to, what have we got here? Checked display. What we need is to set it so there's only one of them. Something strange going on here. When we did our other checkboxes, we had some different values. What do we have there? Content, XP, yeah. Why don't I see content? I do see content. Oh, that's so interesting. I know why. The other one was a counter list. This is just a checkbox. That's it. Okay, cool. So it's just on or off. I was confusing it with a counter list. Now we also need a button. So we'll just get a button over here. We'll drop it in here. Now I'm going to set the button height to 20, the width to 20. I'm going to set the frame to, right, I need an icon for that. Let's quickly smash one up. Basically, I think we just use this one again. What we might do is duplicate this layer, and I'm going to change these so they're also black. just make it easier to see because it's going to be a much smaller die. Okay, image, scale image 20. Let's file export as icon. We can actually do it this way. We'll do an icon, dice icon. Alright. And we'll go back here, icons, create a new icon, name, icon, dice, icon image file. Alright, back to car sheet main. We'll hit our button. Alright, we're going to change the icon to icon dice. That's the dog in the background. And we're going to get rid of the frame. We don't need the frame. Alright, now we just want a really simple piece of code here. Actually, let's just get the position right first. It looks pretty close. That looks closer. We'll find out. Alright, anyway, what we want to do is add some really simple code here. What we need to do is on double click, do we want double click? We'll try it. We want to modify a stack. What are we going to do here? We want to modify a stack. We just need to add one success, and we'll call this pride. Alright, so we just do that. Modify, function on double click. Let's give that a spin. Okay, pride. Alright, we also need to do something else. Alright, we then need to go do this window dot pride used dot set value 1. Let's see what that does. Window dot pride used dot set value 1. Maybe we can also just do a if. Well, let's just check that works first. Reload. F6. Okay, our button's there. Double click it. We've got a modifier 1 down here, and our pride button got checked. That's good. We want to lift this up a little bit higher though. And then when we do our roll here, we're going to see that even though we've got no dice here, we got 1 success, and that was from pride. So we used body, we got pride plus 1, so we got a success. Bang, and pride was used. So we just want to do a little tiny bit of if coding. If window pride use set get value 0, then tab else return. Don't even need that, just that. So if that is the case, we will run the code. Otherwise you can't use it. And we wanted to probably lift this up 3 pixels. Hit it again. Alright, so if we run this now, double click it. Yeah. Okay, I haven't reloaded. Okay, double click this, nothing happens. It is happening. Okay. If window dot pride used dot get value is 0, then set the value to 1. I know what I've done. Don't even need to do this. It's equal to 0. Alright, if window pride use get value is equal to 0, then we can run it. Okay, reload. That should clear my modifiers. Yeah, good. Bang. Okay, this is checked, so this shouldn't work. Bang, it doesn't work, it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Untick it. It works. Sets the modifier down here, and it ticks this to pride. Try and use it again, it says doesn't work. You already used it this time. So tech and tinker, and we roll. Got one success from the dice, and we got another success from pride. So tech, tinker, and pride, bang, successful. Alright, so items is done, pride's done. We've got to do luck next. Let's think about luck. Okay, so luck lets you re-roll all the failed dice. Now we're not going to build a fancy mechanic to actually go back and pull those dice out. So what we're going to do is we're going to reuse our dice pool, and we're going to have a counter here. So firstly we need to know how many luck you've got. So we're going to put one of these, just a counter in here, how many luck you've got, and we're going to put a button here to basically add to the modifier just that you're using luck. It won't add any extra modifiers, it'll just add a luck information down here. And basically what you'll do is if you've already got one success or two successes, you will just reduce your dice pool here by control scrolling on it down. And so instead of, say I've got one success, I really needed two successes for this, I can do the same roll, and but this time I'll only roll 4 dice. Alright, and what I want to have is, so we've got tech, tinker, alright, we don't get the extra pride one in this, pride can only be used once in the game, but our luck roll, basically in effect we're just re-rolling all the dice less the ones at the 6, and we're trying to get an extra 6, and obviously we didn't here, but we want to decrement our luck, so let's do that. So we want to put in a number field like this. Okay, to get the positioning right here. 31 down. 31 down. I don't know about the position. Let's take this, duplicate that. Alright, this one here is going to do modifier stack, add slot, luck, 0 value. We don't want to have window.pride used. No, that's not going to happen. What we have to do here is use this one. This is going to be called luck, name luck. Alright, what we're going to do is, on this, is if window.luck get value is greater than 0, then we can use the luck, and we then want to do something like get value set, no, we want to do window.luck. Let's try this. Set value. So window.luck set value to window.luck.get value -1. Alright, so we're going to set the value to itself -1 and go around. Let's see if that works. Generate this. F1. F6. Luck is 0, so theoretically nothing should happen when I do this. Right, but say I'm a young'un, I've got 3 luck points, and I double click this. Now it drops to 2, and I have a luck modifier here. So if I throw a bunch of dice in here, we should see in the description that we used luck. Magic. Alright, that is so close to being done. Look, we've got to add 2 more fields. We've got to add a description field, and we've got to add hideout and the notes field, sorry, hideout and notes. Let's just whack those in, and then we're done. Awesome. I am very excited to be nearing the end of this. Okay, what we do probably need to do, unfortunately, is make this sheet taller again. Look, this window is 1920 by 1080. It's a bit risky going bigger, but we're going to just go a little bit longer here, and we'll put hangout description here, and we'll put notes description here. Let's quickly do that. Alright, so first let's make this height. Okay, height there is 600. Let's make it 7. And our car sheet height 760 maybe. How high this stuff up here is, it's probably a bit more than 760. Let's go 780. See what we get. Okay. Now over here, what we want to do is we want to use one of these frames and descriptions. Control C, Control V. Just drag them down here. Y X alignment 225, 227. So we're going to move both of these over 2 pixels. 1, 2. Okay. Hideout. We want to make this just 180 wide. Width. No, this one. 180 wide. Bang. Height. Okay, it's too tall. Height, let's go with 120, 25. Let's get a formatted text field, drop it in here. Alright, height 100, width 150 is not enough, 170. Okay, frame, no frame, got a frame. Alright, let's see what that does. We'll give it a name, hideout. Let's publish. Okay, hideout, and we can type stuff in there. Awesome, magic sauce, and we want to do the same here for notes. Now, to be fair, it's a bit skinny on notes for a game that's largely investigative. Version 1, see what happens. See if people actually use it before we spend too much more time on it. Okay, frame. 414. So we'll move it over 1 pixel and keep these on the there. I reckon that's pretty close, but we want to make this frame much taller. 280, 295, magic. That's I think you can actually go 5 pixels more. 300. I hope that's right. Okay, and this is just notes. Bang. Alright. F1, F6, notes. Let's paste some random notes in there. Let's grab something from the rulebook here. Failed rolls. We all love failed rolls. Yes. We'll Control J. Control J. Alright. Control header. Bam. Got some text in there. Magic. Our character sheet, I think, is done. I don't think there's anything else in here that we actually need to do to make this a working character sheet that's probably going to be very, very, very close to being perfectly playable for Tales from the Loop. Look, this probably took me a good 2.5 hours, start to finish, and maybe less, I don't know, and that includes the time doing the video prep and all of that sort of stuff. So I'm pretty happy with that. I'll be honest, I was aiming for, I had this golden aim in my head, see what we could knock out in an hour, and we obviously blew that out, but not too bad. I reckon for 2.5 hours of time to come up with a really functional character sheet here is pretty sweet. And I'll probably do a little bit of theming on here. I'll just replace a couple of frames. I'll throw it out in the forums and we'll get some feedback and see what else it needs doing for it before I spend any more time on it. Now I've got to get back to my Cyberpunk Red rule set. Alright, thanks heaps guys. But please, 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 I want to see what you guys come up with. I want to see you guys get some stuff put out. Make a character sheet like this for your own game system, for the game system that you love playing, that you feel that you haven't been able to play on Fantasy Grounds. Thanks very much.